Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Intuitive Beauty. I even wiped my face, but whatever. So Spirit has a few messages for you. I had to write some of this stuff down because I had a busy morning and I woke up and I had to remember the dream that I had. So I had to write it down. So, all right, so in this dream I was seeing basically it was my uncle and somebody else. All right, so I'm getting something about a room makeover. All right. And in this dream, they was like moving furniture. So a new sofa, or if it's not a new sofa, it's just, a sofa is being moved or whatever. Furniture is being moved into this home with this apartment. So it's my uncle and somebody else was in the dream. I don't know if it was his friend or whatever the case may be, but I was there. So we moving the furniture to the apartment, but in the midst of us moving the furniture, we couldn't have been moving it from his car because obviously the freaking sofa was too big. So as we were moving the furniture from, I guess, a truck or whatever, we had bypassed my uncle's car, but he had recently just purchased this car. So you could have recently purchased a vehicle, I'm getting. All right, but the weirdest thing happened. So as we were walking past his vehicle, we had I seen a guy inside the vehicle, and the guy was like sleeping inside the car. So I'm like, what the hell? I go in the house because my uncle didn't notice in the apartment, whatever. I go in the building and I'm like talking to him as they moving the sofa inside the apartment. They still had another piece to move. So they still had to go back out. So I go back to the car and I'm like, hey, what are you doing in here? It's not your vehicle. And I'm knocking on the window and stuff. So the guy opened the door and he was like, what you talking about? This is my vehicle. And I'm like, no, it's not. So we going back and forth or whatever about the vehicle or whatever. So then I'm like, well, how you even get the keys? Because this not your vehicle. So he like, oh, I made a copy. How you make a copy and how you even know about this vehicle, like out of all vehicles? So he told me that he found the car was being sold on some type of website or whatever. I wouldn't say Craigslist or something like that. But he seen a listing for the vehicle and he was like, he knew it was being sold, so obviously it wasn't being used. So he went and made a copy of the car key, I guess. So I don't know if he got somebody to come out and somebody made a copy of the key without verifying if this car was his or not, but he got a key. So I took the key from him and then he started following me because I snatched it out of his hand. I sure did. And he started following me down the street. And he started following me to the building. So I'm like, yeah, come on in the building. Come on in the building. Right? Because I'm like, all right, if he come in the building, obviously, my people's in the building or whatever the case may be. So he ain't come in the building. So he had ended up removing all his stuff from the car because, like, he was in the car, like, that was his home or whatever. I'm like, all right. So I took the key. I gave it to my uncle. And that was, like, pretty much the end of the dream. Like, after he was threatening me and stuff and following me, like, I woke up. All right. I'm also getting to a Aries is significant or Virgo. All right. Because as I was, like, writing this stuff down, I had accidentally, like, drew the Aries sign. And, of course, the Aries sign is like a V. So that's what I'm saying is that either Aries or a Virgo is significant. I'm also getting to, you could be someone who is restocking your business or you need to restock. I'm getting you're going to be having new opportunities when it comes to something. I'm also getting to whoever you are, you must don't post on social media often. I'm getting like, things about your personal life, such as your children. I feel like people think you're very mysterious, okay? We already talked about the room makeover. I'm also getting 10 endings and new beginnings. All right. I'm getting enjoy the ride and go with the flow on your journey. All right. I'm getting you could be someone or somebody else had a recent encounter with the authorities. All right. So a Capricorn is definitely significant in this situation. If you're wondering about someone, somebody had a recent encounter with the authorities. I'm getting and is significant, and is significant. I was thinking Anita earlier, like when I was driving. I don't know, but that is also significant, those names. All right, something with and something. All right. Um, I'm seeing someone like getting their nails, hair, and getting the works done. So you could be going on a date pretty soon. I'm getting with a Virgo. All right, I'm also getting to someone recently broke up due to a false pregnancy as well. So they just recently found this out. But yeah, those are the messages that I have for you today. Yeah, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.